Yo, hi everyone, MOPC4IQ here.
With MOPCT, and we have, is it 40%?
40% Flashkick.
40% Flashkick. Okay, obviously you explained it to us, but we really want you to explain to the fans how your name came about. I'm sorry, the story's too nice.
The story is too nice, yeah.
You have to.
All right. Well, for the everyone listening out there, I live in Michigan, and we had a tournament last year called Michigan Masters. We had another one this year, but I missed that one. At that tournament, I went and I played Virtua Fighter 5. And in Virtua Fighter, for those familiar, there's a character named Jackie Bryant who has this somersault-like flash kick who, if you hit someone on counter hit with it, you take away 70 points of health, which is basically 40% of your life. So the player I was playing against who lost to me, we went to a McDonald's shortly after the tournament, and he told the person at the counter, "I need extra salt on my fries." And then he saw me come up from behind, and he looks at me, and he looks back to his friend. "This is the dude I lost to. Do you know why?" And he starts explaining it. I'm just playing Virtua Fighter, getting my Gene Kujo block strings going, setting up my Oki game, making sure I got the win, going in for the kill, and then 40% flash kick. So I lost.
Silent.
I hit him so many times with that move, he just got really upset.
No, dude,
Anytime, block string, 40% flash kick. Crouching, 40% flash kick.
Nice.
Jumping in the air, 40% flash kick. Not doing anything, 40% flash.
I'm not gonna lie to you. What I love most about playing fighting games, it's the soul. Like, you know when you body someone and it's like, ooh, I know he's hurting. I know it.
Your tears made me stronger. One of those things.
I love it.
But yeah,
that's we're going to be talking about the online experience. So with regards to online fighting games, BP, and PP.
Yeah, or obviously other games got Lord rankings.
Yeah,
all that sort of stuff. So basically,
you have Cosmic Lords and what's it called? Wait, is there actually a point system in Marvel, or is it just the ranking that you get?
It's a bit of both.
Yeah. Basically, it goes by wins and loss ratio.
Yeah.
The higher your ratio, and then the more wins you have, the higher your rank becomes.
Yeah, because what's it called? I know that obviously, depending on your play style, it will determine your overall
name. Yeah.
So obviously,
the title.
if you don't lose that much, you'll be a lord. But if you
get like loads of time to actually get a scout and
if
you come back with anchor characters a lot, you become a judge, something like that. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
I think if you win a lot with chip damage, you become a ranger.
That sounds about right, yeah, because I haven't seen many rangers.
I
haven't seen many rangers, and Marvel's not really a game of chipping out. It's normally like, I find
unless you're Chris G.
Unless you're Chris G. Unless you're Chris G. There's no one else that really plays like him. But that's for another podcast. That's for the Marvel ones. For this one, we're going to do about online, and it's kind of fitting having 40% flash kick on because you want to tell everyone about your cross Tekken shenanigans.
Ooh,
Mr. Ninth.
For those who don't know, I placed 9th place at Evo this year. Managed to defeat really good players like T.S. Sabin, Arturo Sanchez, you all know him, and Ricky Ortiz as well.
Spoopy, no! Yeah, that is a feat, and it's kind of good that obviously we've got you on this topic because Cross Tekken is probably the only fighting game where online is better than offline. Like the online community is definitely stronger than the offline. So it's kind of like where all the other games, probably bar Marvel as well, the online community is like frowned upon or have no rate. No one gives them any ratings compared to the offline. And obviously Cross Tekken all the tech was from online people that no one knew about. So when the offline community got exposed to it, it was like, what's going on? What is this? I've not played online. I don't know what this is.
They actually weren't ready. They weren't ready.
Yeah, they weren't ready. So it's good that you.
Like, you know what? I have to admit, because obviously I'm ignorant to Street Cross Tekken because before the 2013 update, it sort of didn't gel with me very well. And then since the 2013 update, the game became legit, but by then it was too late. So for me to get into it now, I I'd be grabbing at straws. There's too much tech that I've missed out on.
You can say that, but you can say you've missed all the BS.
Yeah.
All the jab.
That's true. That's true.
Forward jab. All the Spirit nonsense.
I think it was good that the online, the online community experienced that because they knew how to deal with it in a sense. Like experiencing that and coming away from that, they appreciate the 2013 version a lot more.
Yeah.
Like obviously, I take it for granted because now that it's a respectable fighting game, like I don't know how bad it used to be.
Oh yeah, no. Playing it back then definitely battle hardens you because you know what's stupid. True. And now when you play, it's like, you know what, that wasn't as bad as that, so I can respect that.
Exactly.
It's like, I can actually do something against this. I'm not completely exposed. But Cross Tekken, I'll definitely rate that game. Like, I'll say it if anyone wants to flame me for this, but the better player always wins in that game. It's hard to.
No, hands down. I totally agree with you. Like it's just. Well, for someone that doesn't really play the game, like I know how legit the game is because I've seen it, and I know for a fact. Like I think a lot of people's opinions are warped on Cross Tekken because they feel as though being able to chain into normals makes it easy, and it's like, dude, no. That doesn't make a game easy.
Nah, no.
That's just a mechanic. The game is legit. The game is legit.
I think it's more focused definitely on the fundamentals, footsie, spacing, all of that stuff.
Definitely.
And because of the chaining, it makes it more dangerous when obviously something like Street Fighter is like, if I'm playing Bison, if I hit you with a roundhouse, that's it. You take the roundhouse damage.
But
if I hit you with medium, then I can go into roundhouse, then I can tag into my next person. So it's like, you don't want me to poke you. You don't want me to poke you.
I think the
Consider this too, gentlemen.
Again?
In Street Fighter, everyone has combo strings, right? Light, medium, heavy. Whatever you want to do, you do light, medium into Hadouken, or you can do crouch strong, roundhouse kick, all that stuff. You've got a player on the other side of the screen who's gonna pretty much just try and mash through it with Shoryuken or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you look at Cross Tekken with the chains. You can't mash through a chain. You can try, but you can't mash through a chain.
You have to. Not only that, the links in Cross Tekken are legit as well. Like they have I think this was a while back. I think before the 2013 update, Mace was taking me through how to play the game properly. I had no idea you could get in with for example, with air normals. Like I approach most fighting games like I would Street Fighter. So in the sense that you're better off going in with a heavy attack in the air so that you can combo into it. In Cross Tekken, you could get in with a light or a medium. Mm-hmm. It's so refreshing.
It's rewarding. It's rewarding.
It is.
If I know I'm going to hit you with my jumping medium, I don't have to not waste, but I don't have to lose damage by going into light, medium, heavy. I can go, right, I know I'm going to hit you, medium, heavy, get max damage on my next character coming in. So it rewards people that pay attention. Same with like the can hit juggling thing. I know a lot of people don't like that, but it makes you pay more attention to the game. It's like, I hit you with a can hit, I can get more damage now. And obviously you don't get that really in Street Fighter.
Because when you play Street Fighter, if you get a light hit, you pretty much have to connect another light hit to it. In Cross Tekken, if you get a light hit, well, you can still go to your heavy attacks too if you want, You aren't forced to.
Or you can chain another light, depending on the character you're using. I mean, it does have aspects of Street Fighter in the sense that you can actually go. I think with characters like Ryu, you can go light, medium, heavy. You can chain maybe 2 or 3 lights together and then go into the Cross Tekken chain.
Yeah, the chain.
Combo.
Or you can link. There's chains that you can link. Like with Bison, you can do jab, crouching forward, and you can do it where it links, so you can get a knee press afterwards. Because obviously, if you chain, you can't you can't cancel a chain normal into a special. So I can't do jab, chain into medium, then do scissor kicks. You can't do that.
You can't do like light kick, medium kick, and a boost and get a normal move. You can get an EX special, but you can't do regular.
EX, you can. But not.
The thing is, what makes that cool is that if you have a good understanding of how the chaining works, you can get links on top of chains on top of big damage.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the character I like to play is Jin, right? With Jin, something I like to do is I'll do medium punch, or medium punch, medium kick in a Link, but then I'll do standing roundhouse kick into forward, back, forward, EX, median line destruction. Or I'll go into, or if I don't want to do that, I can just go into the boost chain itself. So I don't have to do light boost chain. I can do medium punch link, heavy punch link, then boost chain. Or I don't even have to boost. I can just go for the raw launcher,
Yeah. You do, it's a very more, it's an open game. Like, creativity is more apparent in that game than Street Fighter, or it's easy to compare to Street Fighter, I guess. So yeah, Street Fighter, there's more creativity in it, there's more options you have from getting a jab.
I mean, Street Fighter has never really been commended for its creativity. Street Fighter has always been what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it is you against your opponent. There's no format for you to be creative. It all depends on what character you're using. I mean, if you're going to be Ryu, like, there's no way you're going to really be creative, because Ryu has limits. Like, if you're going to be using characters like Seth, I mean, Seth in and of himself is a Marvel character, I think. Like, you can do so much with him. Like, if you're using a character like Seth, yes, you can be creative. You can do things like crouching heavy into Shoryuken into his river dance. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, who the hell can do that? Like, what character do you know that can actually do that in any sort of game? He is, I don't know. He's nuts.
You call Ryu normal, but I actually found some really creative and crazy shit with him.
Really?
Like, something you can't do in normal Street Fighter is that after a jump in, you can't use Solar Plexus Strike, It won't combo. In Cross Tekken, that combos. So I got a heavy into Solar Plexus Strike into a crouching heavy punch into EX Shoryuken,
Oh, no, I didn't mean Ryu in Cross Tekken. I meant Ryu in Street Fighter 4.
Well, Ryu and Street Fighter 4, yeah. But Ryu and Cross Tekken
no, dude. I think Cross Tekken, in and of itself, is a creative game. So every character in that game, there's something that you can do that probably people haven't seen before. Because Cross Tekken has the mechanics for that.
There's so many silly things I've seen. Yeah. Like, with that thing alone, I had, the team I was playing with at that time was Ryu and Jin, right? Yeah. And Jin, he's got that EX power stance that causes the crumple animation.
Yeah.
Well, what I would do is I would do that move, do the EX, Shoryuken with Ryu, then I would call in Jin, do his target combo into the power stance, get the crumple. Ryu's already out by then. From that crumple, I can Pandora right into Ryu, just right away. Then giant fucking, Shinku Hadoken to finish. And then that takes away 700 points of damage, That long combo string. Because, for one, the first two hits was an air move, which is 100 points, then Solar Plexus Strike, which is 120, followed by a Crouching Heavy, which is 80% of 90, then EX Shoryuken. So, do with that what you will.
That's another thing that I love about Cross Tekken, because obviously, like, they've carried normals over from Street Fighter 4. So obviously, as an example, Solar Plexus. If you use Solar Plexus in Street Fighter 4, you can combo into it from a jab or a heavy or a jab into crouching heavy. You know what I mean? Like, you can do things like that in Street Fighter. But with regards to Cross Tekken, you can actually combo into the Solar Plexus, and then you have even more. Like, you have even more options. And because you've got the chain, you can be even more creative with it. Cross Tekken is an amazing game. It is.
We'll definitely have to do a podcast just on Cross Tekken. We'll get people from the Cross Tekken Facebook group as well.
I don't think we'll join that podcast until I've got the game. I know a bit about it, but I don't know enough about it. Not like you guys. I definitely need to have the game.
I'll get you back into it, bro. I'll get you back into it. But yeah, back to the topic. Let's obviously everyone else doesn't know about me and your opinion on PP and BP, CT. So we'll start with 40%. How do you feel about the ranking system online compared to offline?
Points and stuff?
Yeah. Do you care about it?
Online ranking system is pretty accurate. Well, it's accurate. It actually represents real player skill. If you're playing someone with 20,000 points, that person has put in the time and effort and energy to be good at the game. Versus if you play someone with 10,000 points, that person has a good understanding of the game, but isn't quite up there yet, Maybe they're missing a key fundamental or something, But that's okay. Players players in this game, when you look at their points, are very accurate. It really tells you who's good and who's not. Versus Street Fighter, you could have 3,000 points in Street Fighter and still suck at the game. You know?
Do you know what? I was going to disagree with you, but as soon as you mentioned the difference. No, because you know what? I think there's a fundamental difference between online players in the Street Fighter community and online players in the Cross Tekken community. Like, I think you were bang on with your explanation, because at the end of the day, online players who play Cross Tekken are true players of Cross Tekken. Like, players in online players for Street Fighter, they're not die hard. Like, I mean, the leaderboard is full of boosters. Like, I don't know whether Cross Tekken has the same amount, but it's a case of, like, I think the highest on the leaderboard is some guy, I don't remember his name, but he has over 30,000 PP, and that is just so unrealistic. It's like, there's no way you could have.
Not in Street Fighter 4, no.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, come on now. I mean, some of the best players who actually enter tournaments at Evo have like 6,000 at best. You know what I mean? So
right. It's that's what I'm saying.
It's difficult how good a player is based on their PP in Street Fighter 4. But definitely I agree with you wholeheartedly. With regards to,
you gotta think of it like this. For the online players in Cross Tekken, we're not emulating anybody because there's nobody to emulate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had to come up with the tech ourselves. We had to think up the strategies. We had to commune with other online players because offline, the game was hardly being played, you know?
Yeah.
True.
So we had nobody to go off of. We had to get creative ourselves, which is good because it really brought out a really strong community out of a place where nobody thought strong communities should come from. There's the internet.
Definitely.
Then you look at Street Fighter. Street Fighter is the most popular fighting game in the world right now.
Which I hate the fact that this game, because I mean, no, do you know what? I'll explain myself now. Obviously, I love Street Fighter. Street Fighter is my game. But I feel as though people have been blinded by the hype of Street Fighter 4. I think Street Fighter 4 is noob friendly. It is scrub friendly. Like, look at all the mechanics that cater to noobs.
You know, by saying that, we've probably lost like 7 listeners.
I know, some of the fans are going to be hating, man.
Minimum
But
7.
you know what? It's a case of, this is just my opinion. Like, I don't want anyone to think that I hate Street Fighter, because I love it. Like, I play it. My character is Gen. And I feel like, using a character like Gen, I am playing a hard game. But the game isn't hard itself. It's just because of the characters that I'm using. Like, it takes the thought process behind Gen. It is difficult, especially when you're playing characters that use, characters with invincible Shoryukens. So when you want to go for smart things like frame traps, that's not going to work against an invincible Shoryuken. Like, you have no options. And things like, okay, I'm using Gen now, and I want to go for ambiguous crane stance jumping cross up. Because of autocorrect, I'll get caught by a Shoryuken, and then they can ultra me because they got me airborne. How is that fair? How am I'm not being rewarded for actually playing the game properly. Someone is abusing mechanics of the game because they're mashing on Shoryuken, and because autocorrect worked in their favor, I get ultraed. And that's what I hate about Street Fighter 4. I love the game, but there's aspects of it that I hate. And that's one of them. Like, that's why I have respect for Cross Tekken, because there's no bullshit in Cross Tekken. No noob can come to the game and abuse shit to win.
Not against a good player, definitely not. Obviously, when you've played Cross Tekken, you pick up on the day one stuff pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like, once you get abused by something in Cross Tekken, you adapt to it really quick. That's how I felt. In other games, it's kind of more obscure, where in Cross Tekken, it's like, right, I know why I got hit. I've got to look out for that setup again.
You're not going to fall for that again, yeah.
No. And again, going back to the PP thing, do you think 40% that it's the community that kind of justifies the ranking system on Cross Tekken by the other games, or do you think it's more the system, the mechanics of how you rank up in the game?
See, before you say anything, I think it's the community. To be honest, I think it's all about the community, because the mechanics of the game itself. I mean, remember, they just updated. Like, 2003, like, Cross Tekken only just became a legitimate game. As in, like, before, people would have said it was garbage. I mean, alright, no, you say your bit, because, obviously, I want to know what you think, because, to be honest, I think it's all about the community. After what you said, and how you've explained it, I think it was the tech community as well. But I could be wrong.
You're not wrong. The problem is that most people think it's either one or the other. It's actually a mix of both. The way CrossTekken's ranking system works is that it forces you to either get better or it will keep you at a specific area for as long as you don't grow. Because the way the point system works, it's not like Street Fighter 4 where once you get up to 500, 1,000, 2,000 points, you just get progressively better. No, it is very distinct in that you have to gain pretty much 5,000 points every time to get better. And those 5,000 points, those aren't just random numbers they threw together. It's actually a way for them to see what players are learning versus what they're not learning. Because think of it like this. You get up to 10,000 points, right? You've got a good understanding of the game, you understand the mechanics, but for some reason, somebody keeps blowing you up. Something they're doing is destroying you. The stronger players just play rope-a-dope with your skull and you can't do nothing about it. But then you start realizing, oh man, I'm stuck in this little area. What are they doing that I'm not doing to get better, you know? Yep. Once you understand that, then you gain your extra 5,000 points. You go from B to B+, you know? And the game tells you that. It says basically, good job. You've learned something, you know? Here's
another letter. Here's a higher letter. I totally agree. I think it's both. I think the ranking system in other games is poor compared to CrossTekken.
Now, to go on the community thing, the community is a driving factor behind that. Because if you didn't have people who were breaking the mold, who were coming up with new stuff, everyone would just stay at some little low level and that'd be it. But instead, you see players who are not in 20,000, they're up in 30,000. I saw some guy, he was 44,000, something like that. You know, and he's not a booster. He's actually a legit player.
He's grinding. He's putting in work. That work, man.
Yeah, he wants to be good in this game, you know? It is what it is. Because in the game, it aptly rewarded him. It didn't give him a letter grade anymore. It gives him a golden crown.
Yep. I've seen one person with that, and you can tell that they earn that.
That is not them fucking around in the game. That is them putting in the time, putting in the effort, looking things up, devising strategies, reacting on the fly. You know, that's good player. That's just a good player.
I think out of all the online games I've played, with CrossTekken, if I saw someone with A or A+, it put fear in me before I played them. Like, in other games, it's like, oh, this person's high ranked, let me take their points. With CrossTekken, it's like, I might be in a bit of trouble here. Like, I need to up my game. And if you normally lose, like, it's very rare, unless you've been playing offline, or you played a lot of training room. That I normally play training room mode for about a week before I even touch online. Because I want to know everything about the characters I'm using before I start trying to use it against other people. So I was at a good level before I started playing people online. So I ranked up pretty quick. But there's a point where it's like, okay, this person's at the same level as me. And while I'm playing, I can tell because it's a tight match. So it's like I need to learn from this match so I can get better than him and then progressively get up. In other games, you don't really have that mentality.
That's always a good thing. Like, when I'm not playing the Huarang Jin team, I'm playing Lars and Paul, right?
Oh, Lars.
The reason why I play that team is because that is Team Thunder Phoenix. Some things I saw playing with those two characters is just unreal coming from other players. Like, some of the maximum damage combos, some of the tricky stuff they came up with. Like, I was watching Alex Valle play, right? Alex Valle is an amazing Lars player. I have nothing but respect for that man. Because he does things that seem simple, but you wouldn't think about it unless you do it. So then, like, Lars, you know how he's got that EX slide move that basically lets him pass through opponents, right?
Yeah.
Well, my biggest problem was, how do I use this, well? How do I use it without, getting blown up or getting DP'd or something? Because there's no invincibility. You have to scare them into not pressing buttons.
You've got to put the fear in them before you can use it to cross up in nonsense
right.
like that. Yep.
And if you do it on people who are knocked down, they can still mash out a DP and still get you, you know? So what I would do is I would just scrounge the net. I'd be like, all right, what can Lars do with this and that and this and that? Well, then I saw that, like, what is it, Texas Showdown or something like that? Yeah. It was a tournament prior to Evo. Wasn't last year, it was prior to Evo. But what Alex Valle did is he was doing Lars's heavy punch, just standing heavy punch at close distance. And then he would do the move, switch to the other side, and knock people up into the air. And I'm just thinking to myself, that is like the simplest thing you could have done.
Yeah.
You know, you put them in block stun and you mix them up. And it never occurred to me that, wow, I should have did that. You know, it's just little things like that. You know, you can come up with, you can spend hours, weeks, months, years in training room and come up with some tricky stuff. But you're only one person. You're only going to see one aspect of everything. You know, you have to get out. You have to let the community show you things. Even if they don't want to show you, if it's going to be on stream, you're going to see it anyway, you know?
Definitely. I agree.
No.
What was
just let me finalize real quick. So just to give a short answer of that, I believe Cross Tekken's point system and the community's drive to get better at the game is what made the game so good in the first place. Like as far as player base and online warriors and all that.
Do you feel like the online community drew back the offline? Because obviously, I'd say offline-wise, it's sort of coming back. It's not prominent, so you don't really see it much on stream, but that's probably due to the pace of the game. People just don't like watching it, or they think it's slow. Obviously, when you compare it to something like Marvel, it's like, where can you put Cross Tekken on stream? It's like, you have to have it like really early, or just not have it at all. And I think people just thought, there's no point of watching it.
You know what that is? It's because of people's skepticism with regards to Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Like, people still haven't really taken to it like they should. Like, people still don't respect Cross Tekken.
I've talked to people, like, not hardcore players, but some casual people, and they keep asking me, why do I play Cross Tekken? Isn't that game supposed to be really bad? They have no idea that it's gotten better, you know? They have zero idea. Because people are, like he said, they're just not showing it. They're not showing that, hey, this is actually a good game. This is actually good.
Yeah.
I mean, and then like you look at Injustice, right? Injustice is a Mortal Kombat game. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that.
No,
That's
it is.
exactly what it is. And the way it's set up, the way the game plays, the unfortunate truth of this matter is that the game is bad. It's had to be patched so many times because NetherRealm Studios doesn't want anybody to open the game up. They just want everyone to be happy immediately. So they'll nerf your character, but then they'll buff some other character.
They're catering to people bitching.
They're always catering, and it's terrible. I mean, in the case of Cross Tekken, we needed it. We needed an update. One really big, super good update. And that's exactly what we got, and it made the game good. Every other week, you've got an Injustice patch. You know,
every DLC character, there's an update for the cast or the majority of the cast, and I can see what they're doing. Obviously, they're trying to keep the community happy because they've seen probably the errors in the Capcom one, where things like Marvel people have moaned about it for so long. Obviously, it's a different situation, but they want to make the people happy. But in the long run, it's not going to work.
I have another theory about that too. If they were trying to do that, why did they do the exact same thing with Mortal Kombat? You know? Why was there a patch every month?
You know, I think it is. Like, I just think NetherRealms, obviously, no offense to them, because you know what? Like, for a time, I did enjoy playing Mortal Kombat. I could never take it seriously. I couldn't play it like I would approach Tekken or KOF or Street Fighter. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to say that they don't know about fighting games, because I think they did their research, and obviously with regards to testing and stuff like that. I mean, they did try to make it a tournament game, and they didn't do.
And I understand that, but there's a difference between trying to make it a tournament game and balancing it to hell. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's unbalanced that makes fighting games fun. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree.
Like, top tiers are always going to exist. Tiers are going to be there no matter what you do. This is my suggestion for that. Don't nerf good characters, just buff the bad ones. You know?
Yes. I agree with you. Do you know what I'm sick of? People complaining about things instead of adapting. What happened to just learning how to beat a character that is hard?
That's
like,
very old school mentality. That is very old school.
We can actually go back. We can go back to Cross Tekken for a moment for this. When people were like, "Oh, jabs are beating everything. Jabs are destroying the game." People were like, Well, you know what you do? You raw launch that shit.
Yep.
Exactly.
Boom. There's the answer. We defeated all the jabbers.
Yep.
Before you knew it, jab players were fucking left behind, and all the good players weren't jabbing the shit out of everything.
Cross Tekken
You know?
is one of the few games that has a tool for every situation.
It
Every
does.
character has it. That's why
know?
I think it's balanced, because it's like everyone's got an upper counter, everyone's got the low crushing launch. Like everyone has a chance. Like the matchup
Right.
situation is in the game, but it's not as prominent. It's not as dominating as it is in some of the matchups in Street Fighter, where it's like my character can do nothing in this situation. I have to pick another
Honestly,
character. So
I'll tell you guys this. I'm actually working on making a fighting game myself. I'm part of a team doing it.
Oh,
So-
dude, I'm doing the same thing.
Oh, very nice. Are you working on that
no,
Yada Velocity?
Let's save that for after the podcast, because I'm
Okay.
about to get gassed now. Like, sorry.
fighting game friends.
But yeah, it's just to comment shortly on that.
Yeah, go
We're
back.
trying to go with the approach that whatever happens, whatever characters are seem unbalanced or unfair, we're gonna leave them unbalanced and unfair because we're gonna make someone else just as unbalanced and unfair.
Yeah.
You know, instead of bringing people down to create balance, we'll just create crazier shit for everyone else who doesn't have it. You know, and even then, we're not gonna update every 2 months. We're gonna let people open the game up. We're gonna let them see what they come up with. You know. If something does look ridiculous, we'll be like, okay, we're going to leave that ridiculous thing there, but we're going to give this ridiculous thing to someone else and see if they can fight it.
Oh, see, you know what? Like I've heard both of you say about just buff everyone, but I feel like in special circumstances, some characters do need to get nerfed. Like
I only agree with that
Okay.
if the character does not adhere to the rules of the game. If the character
Yes.
breaks the rules of the game,
yes,
then it needs a nerf.
If
like Spencer's 80K, I would nerf
Exactly.
the shit out of that.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. If a character breaks the mechanics of the game, that needs to get nerfed.
Mm-hmm.
If they're doing
No,
something
you
that
can't really adapt to that. They're not supposed to be able to do
exactly.
that. It's different if a character is slightly OP.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
they're still at the will of the mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
But obviously, with regards to Spencer's.
Yeah, if it's because obviously that is just a Spencer thing. If
Yeah.
every character had a move that didn't scale, then fair enough, leave it in. But why does Spencer have it and no one else? THC Infinite. If everyone's got it, or the majority of the class has got it, fine, leave it in. But
Yeah,
why why have one character do that? I would say as well, probably Zero Lightning shouldn't do a soft knockdown, but that's just me. Like, obviously, that's part of the game, but I feel...
Yeah, but you take that away from Zero and he loses most of his
He
gameplay.
does. Like, that's what makes him dangerous. Like, think about it this way. Zero is a high-risk, high-reward character. If you hit Zero, he is dead. So the fact that he can kill you with one touch is okay.
But why is Strider like that?
Huh?
Why is Strider like that?
Why is Strider? Well, I mean, to be fair, he is, isn't he?
Have you ever seen...
Strider's only like that half of the game when he's got X Factor.
Exactly. On his
No,
own,
that's
he's
true.
not
No,
doing anything.
he is an X-Factor character. But I think that's probably because he's got that level. He's got the level 3 Ouroboros. Not to mention his mix-up game is stupid.
See, like, I haven't got a problem with loops. Like, that is Marvel. Marvel is about silliness, so I accept that to the fullest. But obviously, Tiger knees aren't easy, but it's muscle memory. Once you can do it, you sort of have it. Like, and I don't feel like he should have that. Like, to an extent, I don't mind him doing it 3 or 4 times, but till you die, doing the same thing over and over again, at least with Spencer's 8K, you've got to be creative. Like, have an assist for it to set it up.
It sounds like you're not, like, you're still taking away from the amount of you need in order to do that. Like, dude, you have to.
Yeah,
You can't be crap. You can't be, like, if you're a Zero player, if you're doing Tiger knees, I mean consistently, it's because you trained hard. I'm talking grinding in that lab. Grinding hard. Dude, I tried to pick Zero. I cannot do that. I cannot. It is beyond me. So I respect all players that can do it consistently and actually kill you with it. Like, dude, that's too much. It is too much. Like, I respect, like, it is a hard thing to do. Not to mention, like, okay, it's one thing doing the Tiger Knee loops. With legit Zeros, I mean Zeros that can play mind games with you, with the, what is it, the...
Incoming mix-ups and stuff?
Incoming, yeah, on incoming.
Yeah.
Like, come on. It's one of those things-
No, I respect that. I respect the difficulty and the, like, obviously they've got to be creative.
You would need.
But just don't make it so easy. I don't mind them having it. Just make it
But dude, it's
so
not,
the lightning.
It's not easy.
But I'm telling you, that even if you made the lightning scale so they would flip out at a certain amount of time, the zero players, the real zero players, would find a way around it. They would leave their assist. They would start the combo without their assist, and then use them near the end of the combo. Like, I just don't want it to be so like mind-numbingly boring. Like, I want them to show like, well, I've got this assist, so I can use this, or I found this variation to make it into a mix-up something, or you know. But that's just me. That's my personal opinion. But by that, yeah, I think characters that break the mechanics of the game should get nerfed, and everyone else.
And that's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
you know?
like, so the whole Cammy incident, and before that with the Fei Long, it's like, he's not doing nothing wrong. That's just how he is.
It's like when they said you need to nerf something from Fei Long. Well, you take anything away from Fei Long, you break Fei Long.
Then he's just
you
long.
know? He's not even Fei Long anymore. He's just Fei.
Minus the Fei. Minus the Fei.
Yeah, he's just Long.
Long playing that character. So yeah, the
Who
whole.
do you play? Oh, I play Long.
He's only got 2
But
records
yeah.
now.
Just in that regard, if every character has the same rules that they adhere to, then that's completely fine. You know, at least for versus play. Now, if you want to do some crazy bullshit for story mode or whatever you want to do, that's just fine, because that's story mode. You're supposed to struggle with that. We actually had this idea for the game we're making, where the final boss character, well, the game's 2 out of 3. The thing is, he breaks the rule of the game. So once you win 2, he comes back a 3rd time.
That's
and you have to beat him the 3rd time.
Boss characters are supposed to be OP.
Yeah, real boss character. Can I ask what game? What's the game called?
Yeah, we're working.
Exclusive, people. The exclusive. You heard it here first. Yeah. Sorry.
The game's called Beast's Fury. We've had a few things for it already.
Oh,
but...
is this anything like Bloody Raw?
What?
Is this? Because you said Beast's Fury. Is this anything
Yeah.
like Bloody Raw?
It's taking cues from Bloody Roar, but imagine if Bloody Roar was what it is, but instead of changing into the animal, they're always the animal.
Oh, okay. Oh, so like Primal Fury.
Yeah.
Ah.
Just better.
Hey, if you need any testers, send me.
I'm sorry. I'd be
Send me the
offended if
file,
I
mate.
wasn't made a tester. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
At least give us a screenshot. At least give us a screenshot. Something. Anything.
Yeah, anything.
Alright. What can I give you? Let me look on our website real quick and see what images I can send you guys.
Wicked, yeah. I'm all about, like, obviously, Yagataratsu, most people know about it. If you don't, like, that's would you say it's an indie game? Obviously, they've got big people behind it, but it's a small
It is
group.
still an indie game, though. It's a small group.
It's a small group, yeah. So, they're based out of, like, SNK, Third Strike, KOFE sort of style, and the game's
Legit.
really, really good, yeah. Like,
Oh, you know what? I've actually got cover art I can show you guys.
Oh my god, can we put this on a show?
Can you put it on the show?
As in on the YouTube channel? Can we not? Okay,
Can you put it on your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Alright.
What we like to do, we share because we have a bunch of artists that we are affiliated with, and we will put their art on our podcast. So it's not just the one screenshot that they see. So I mean, it's up to you though, dude. Like, I don't mind just us seeing it.
Well, it's like,
sorry, fans.
it's not my. I don't know if I can though. Like
Nah,
my
don't worry.
job.
Don't worry,
My
don't
job is creative designer. I'm not the PR guy. I mean, I basically am, but I'm not. So
oh, yeah,
I have to still ask.
Yeah,
I
let
still
us
have
know.
to ask the boss and everything. You know.
Yeah, let us know. If it's
problem,
like
no
of a problem, yeah, that's cool. Or even if you want us just to put on the Facebook page so that people can just
you know
get a
what?
bit of interest.
He's online right now. Let me ask him real quick.
Spread the word. How long you been working on it then?
Since last year, I want to say around September. So I've been on this project for about a full year now.
How long do you reckon it's going to take until it's playable?
Well, we want to shoot for October for our demo. So
That ain't too far.
yeah. We wanted to have 3 characters done, but it looks like we might only have 1.5, and we're a little upset over that. But if we have at least 1 playable character, we're taking it to Shadowloo Showdown, and we're going to show it off.
Oh, sucks living in the UK.
Hey man, it's okay. It's okay. Once we actually finish the 3-character demo, and once we're done with our closed beta testing, we're going to release it for everyone to play with. So
See, that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. More fighting games. We need.
No, I don't want to talk about my game now because it's not even close to development. Like it's still in the early stages.
Them secrets, the dark.
No, it's true. It's true. I mean, I don't mind talking about it, but it'd just be gassing.
Keep it closet. We'll do a game podcast. So all the people that are making games will come on there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, nearly forgot the topic of this one. What was it? Yeah, PP and that's it. The community.
Right. So back to that.
Back to that. Yeah.
Digression.
How do you feel about the? Oh, sorry. No, we were going to make a point. Go on.
Well, I was just saying, we covered, how community and how the player point system actually represents skill. So what else do you want to go over?
I was going to say, I wanted to make it more of a universal thing, but obviously because you're the Street Fighter cross Tekken side, normally how would you fare, what would you say about online community against offline? Do you think ones have better advantages in certain situations? Like, for example, obviously, I believe...
I like that question.
I believe online players have an advantage of reaction because they've got to deal with lag. Offline players don't have to deal with that.
See, I disagree. But let's say what 40% was there.
All right. In that regard, the problem, or I don't want to say a problem, the issue with their reactions, it's both a blessing and a curse playing online. Because Cross Tekken's online, it's actually really good, but you still have lag, That being said, I can hit 2-3 frame links like it's nothing online, So, players who play online, we play to compensate with lag. But at the same time, if we want to become pro players like I'm trying, we have to learn to play consistently for hours on end in the tournament setting without the lag. So we have to learn to stop compensating and actually play the game.
Yeah.
You know what we're saying?
Yeah.
But that's not bad. Again, I placed 9th at Evo, so of course, I think that's cut it down.
He hated himself. No, fair play.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, I remember the kid's name now. It's Cool Kid. WLA Cool Kid.
Yep, the Bob Cody player.
Yeah, Bob Cody. Yeah, he placed 2nd at UFGT 9, so obviously he's doing something right too. And then you look at players like Tampa Bison. Tampa Bison was an offline player before an online player, but he understood how strong the online community was for Cross Tekken. So he constantly goes onto the Karastorm streams and plays with everyone when they do, the live play.
I thought he was an offline guy. That's mad.
He was an offline guy, but he understood how strong the Cross Tekken community was. Wow. So he constantly gets online and he plays with the online warriors. He learns new things. He shows us new things, and it's just amazing to watch him in action because you see what happens when a dedicated offline player immerses himself in a good community,
I think Cross Tekken is definitely the exception where it's like most people play offline because that's where the better players are. Where Cross Tekken is the complete opposite. Like the best players you will find online, high ranked, so you have to rank up in the game to get a shot at those high ranked players.
And what I find so amazing about this is that, like you said, in other games you have to go offline to play with the best players, but in Cross Tekken, if you ever feel like you need a stronger community, if your community you're playing with isn't good enough, or if you just need a new challenge, you jump on the internet, you type into the Facebook group, or sure you can be like, hey, I want to play some games. Almost instantly, people will message you saying, all right, let's play. I know some guys. I know a stream. You can go to this website. There's a private chat channel we use. All this wonderful stuff. And you don't even have to leave your house, Like, you can go outside, get some fast food or a pizza or something, come back home, and you can sit home and you can eat pizza, talk on Skype or on game chat or whatever, and just be like, hey man, what do you do in this situation? Oh, I'm not sure what you do in that. And since most of these players aren't even tournament players, they're more than glad to tell you their tech,
Definitely.
They want you to succeed.
I think some players are stingy with information.
There are some that are stingy, and you can't get over it, You talk to Wolfcrone. Wolfcrone will tell you things, but he won't give away everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, how is he supposed to win if he does? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
You can't give away all your trade secrets.
Like, no offense to him, but I think if he gave away his secrets, I don't think he'd place as high. But
he's calling you out, Wolfcrone.
He's a good player. He beat me at UFGT 9, so I gotta respect that. I can't say he's bad. I can't.
Where did he play? Did he play? Where did he place? Well in Evo for Cross Tekken?
He did not place as high as I did. No, I don't think
8 people did that. Oh.
Not making out in.
That's funny.
There was only 8 people. Only 8 people did better than you, dude. Only 8
you know what? A good question, quickly.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're the 9th best player in the world then at Cross Tekken?
Well, technically, there was another 9th best player, so I have to play him too.
All right then. Okay, would you say you're the top 10?
him.
You're the top 10 best player, one of the top 10 best players at Cross Tekken. Do you feel like that, or do you just think it's just a major?
You have to feel like that. That's a fact now, isn't it?
Completely fair. As far as the statistics are concerned, yes, I am a top 10 player. But, like I said, the online community is very strong. I would have to not only beat everyone at EVO, I'd have to, organize an online tournament and, systematically go through everybody in the online community, too. Because, like I said, there are players who are never going to go to tournaments, but they will gladly play you online, you know? So...
I wanted to see if you would say something like that, because I thought, obviously, with the EVO situation, it's like, if I won EVO, I'm the best. But obviously there is people that didn't go to EVO. Right. You know? And so it's hard to gauge it. I'm not gonna say I'm not good at this game. Obviously. I did really good, you know?
You are feeling yourself, Flashkick.
Yes, I'm totally feeling myself. But at the same time, I understand that there's room for improvement. I can do better. I can learn new things, you know? Like when I played against Justin Wong, as well as I did against Ricky and Arturo, I played Justin and I was just in awe, you know? Because he was playing Cross Tekken, but he was playing it in such a way I'd never seen before. Like he had a mentality and a game plan that I'd never seen anybody do.
Justin Wong's methodology with regards to fighting games will always be unique because he's a really smart fighting game player in general.
That's what I said. He was so smart.
Think about how he plays Marvel. Who plays Marvel like Justin Wong?
I know. It's
one of those. And he plays so many games as well. It's like, I don't know.
He places so high in all of them.
He does.
When I was playing him,
sorry, go on.
You know, when I was playing him, this is how the final round went. What he did was he put me in the corner with Chun-Li, and he was doing just basic, you know, Kikoke and Fireball loops, right? Just trying to lock me down. And I'm thinking to myself, if I jump, he'll anti-air me. If I dash, he'll crouching light kick me. If I tag out, he'll reach in with that long-reaching medium punch and fucking combo me. And I'm just thinking to myself, God damn it, he covered all his bases. What the fuck do I do? Eventually, I chose to tag out to avoid a fireball, but like I said, he reached in there, and that was it. That was it.
No, he looked for that.
But that tells me at the same time, I was smart enough to realize all of those things, you know? Next time, I just have to think about, what do I do to get out of that next time? What could I possibly have done different?
See, I had a conversation with my friend, shout out to Dark Hybrid, Anthony Lloyd. He was saying, when he approaches players now, like, if they are well-known players, I must have played a really good player the other day, yeah, and I was explaining to him that we sort of had a mutual respect for each other because we both respected each other's game. He said he doesn't want to respect anyone. It's sort of like, no, do you know what? Like, I was asking myself, how could you not respect a good player? And he said, it's the mentality. If you respect someone, your approach will be different. Yep. So, I don't know how you feel about Justin Wong, because you obviously, like, from the way you talk, you obviously respect him as a player.
Oh,
if you didn't, you probably would have approached the game with more confidence. Knowing that you're going to face Justin Wong, in and of itself, is intimidating. So
can I counter that real quick? Can I counter that real quick?
Go on.
Alright. When I approach a game, what I want to see from my opponent is their absolute best. If they're not playing me, if they're 100%, I get pissed off.
I'll be offended.
Show me your best.
Yeah, show me.
That talk.
As silly as this is going to sound, every time I approached a fight at EVO, I wanted to see everything my opponent could do. I didn't respect their gameplay. I tested their reactions. I saw what they would and wouldn't respond to.
I like that.
I felt them out. But I wanted to see what the limits of the player was. Once I found out, through playing the game, I immediately took control, and that's how I got so far. If I knew my opponent was not going to respond to certain things, I would take the game from them. And part of me would actually feel mad because I'm thinking to myself, you could have did this, you could have done that. There's so many answers. You know, I'm sitting here, I'm not even playing the game. I'm on autopilot doing 400 damage combos, and I'm just thinking to myself, you know, you could have uppercut that, you could have low shorted that, you could have backdashed that, you could have blah blah blah, and just all this little stuff. And so when I actually got out of my pools, because I'll be honest, I blew through the pools pretty fast. You know,
yeah, but you would.
I got a bye in the first round, and then my 3 fights ahead of me, I think I only went 2-1 with one person. I went 2-0 in all my games. Never mind.
I'm just good, like, yeah.
I don't mean to sound like that. I'm just keeping it real. I'm sorry.
You're just that good.
You can back it up, not for either. It doesn't matter. No one can't say nothing to you. Except 8 people above you. Like.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's the 8 players who beat me.
Yeah.
If Justin Wong came on podcast right now, he could blow me up.
He's not invited. We don't.
Okay.
I don't really like him.
But no, there are.
You just caught the once.
He plays Wolverine. I can't like him. Anyway, go on.
So there's a difference between not respecting your opponent and wanting your opponent to show off their limits. When I went against Justin Wong, my mentality was not, oh my god, I'm going to place Justin Wong. It was, what does Justin Wong do differently from every other player that makes him so good? That's what I was looking for. And I found it, and I got my shit kicked in by it.
This is something that you see, like, the way I think about it, like, I understand, I've not really heard someone approach it the way you have, and it does definitely make sense. But maybe it's a Marvel mentality, but it's like, when I play someone, I want to show them the least respect. Like, I've figured out that helps me a lot more, because once I show respect to someone, I don't know if they're doing something clever on me, or they're just doing it. I can't tell where, if I'm thinking, right, this technique is going to work on this person, and they block it, it's like, let me try it again. They might have got lucky. That's how I have to play now, because once you give someone the opportunity to expose what they've got, regardless if it's good or not, because you might think, oh, they're going to try something really clever, and then they just come in with like a crack short, and it's like, oh, now in Marvel, I want to lose my character. In other games, obviously, it's not that severe, but in Marvel, it's like, yeah, I thought you was going to try to do this instant overhead, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you just dashed up and done raw S. Like, what is your problem? Now I've lost my character because I thought you was going to do something clever.
No way.
It's like, I know it's safe, but come on, like, why would you do that? You've got so many things you could have dash grab, you could have teleported behind me, done a mix up, and you've done the most simple thing. And I think
about Wesker, right?
I'm talking about Marvel. I'm not going to bring any characters. I like Albert. Albert's my friend.
You said teleport. You said S, which is safe.
I'm talking about Dante.
No, because Dante's S isn't safe. Don't try it.
Okay.
Wesker.
Wesker.
Not about Wesker.
Anyway.
But
yeah, I agree with that. I mean, some players, they have to approach it that way. They have to hate with all of their heart in order to become better players, because that's the only way they're going to see any differences, you know. Because players, there's 2 different kinds of mad in fighting games. There is, I'm going to destroy you with everything I have mad, and then there's, I can't think straight, I'm all fucked up mad.
Yep.
You know?
And everyone gets back to that corner at some point in their life.
And players, when they go that route, when they choose to hate, it's like a 50-50 mind game. If you're hating and winning, you're winning. If you're hating and losing, you're angry, you know? And when you fall into the wrong mind state, the game's over. Like, think of it like X Factor. Once you popped X Factor and got angry, sure, you did some fucking awesome cool combo or whatever, but then you lost the momentum, and now you're just frustrated.
Yep.
I mean, your opponent's going to capitalize on that, and you're going to lose the game.
Another good example is in something like Persona with a Rage Burst. It's like, my character's going to die, you've got full health, but I'm so angry of you comboing me, I'm just going to burst here. Like, for no reason. It's not going to help me win the game. I'm just bursting so you stop doing your combo. And it's like, what you've done isn't clever. Like, it's not helped you win the game or the match or anything like that. It was a complete waste. And I automatically see people like that until they prove me wrong. but I see everyone as a scrub, as bad as it might sound, until they prove to me that they're not a scrub. Because if I go into a match and they are a scrub and I think, oh, they're going to try something clever and I lose, I'm going to be bad at myself. I'd rather go into a match thinking you're a scrub and then you prove me wrong and I'm like, fair enough, I've got you wrong.
Well, that's the thing for me. I don't set any kind of expectations for my opponent. I start at the bottom and I let them build themselves up. You know?
Sorry.
Because...
I'm sorry. I don't even like Drake, but, you know, sorry.
Plug. Shout out Drake. Oh, no, take it back. Yeah, but yeah, I feel the same way. I don't...
It's...
let them
like,
show you how
people,
good they are.
Yeah, that's exactly how I approach it. If my opponent is good, he will show me he is good. You know, if he's not good, then I'm going to win. Like you said before, the better player is always going to win. I know how good I am. If my opponent doesn't prove to me that they're better, then I'm going to win. I'm not going to make any mistakes. I don't want to say I'm beyond making mistakes because that sounds stupid.
God,
but I am above beginner shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Random jump-ins and stuff like that. Yes, I'm beyond being a scrub. I promise.
Yeah. Hey, you don't need to convince us. 9th place. You know what I mean? That's all good.
Made that perfectly clear.
See, with regards to like the way I see it, like, okay, when I approach players, because I use Gen, I am constantly trying to style. I don't care how well as long as the way I play looks good. I know it's strange, but like when I was playing OMH, shout out to OMH, Almost Heads. Literally the first game that we played, like before I played him, I said to him, look, I want to body you. Like I don't care how good you are. I don't care how well you do online or where you play in tournaments. I know that you have some sort of grounding, but I just want to body you. I may not, but that's what I want to do. And I literally went in as Gen Ultra 2. I wanted to style. I managed to get the Ultra 2, you know, the air special, the kicks to the jaw. I managed to get him with it in the first round. The second round, I was cheeky. I was looking for it. And I ended up not getting it and I lost the match. And literally, he said to me, that was your match. And I knew that it was, but because I was trying to style, I couldn't really hate. It was a case of, you know what? That was my fault. And I gave him the respect he deserved after that. Like, all the matches after that were solid. I mean, he did body me, but it's just a case of, like, when I approach my opponent, I'm thinking, because you know what it is? You know when you style on your opponent, it lowers the morale. When they don't know what's going on, and you're doing sexy combos. Because Gen has got some links. I'm talking like, you know, obviously, you know, you do that cross up crane, change stance into mantis, and then crouching short, crouching jab, standing jab into hard punch, medium tight combo into the kicks. Dude, that is so sexy. It just, I love styling people.
I'm not even going to front. That's a good mindset to have. If you, right in the beginning, prove to your opponent that, yes, I can style on you and there's nothing you can do about it, it does lower morale. It does give you the mindset advantage. But the thing is, you have to be good enough to style.
Yes,
right?
It's true. I think my execution, like I don't know why I'm bringing CN into this, like I'm even comparable. But the thing with me is, I have the piano down. I just can't do it after kicks. Because with regards to the piano, in order to do it, you need to press punch button 5 times. It doesn't have to be the same one. And that's why the piano works. So I start off with crouching medium punch and then go into the piano and get the hands out. But when you're starting it off with a kick, you need to master kick with another punch. So it gets all the more harder with the piano because you need to incorporate your thumb. And that's when things get difficult for me. So like obviously I need to work on that. And then you're my shit, isn't it? Yeah.
To be fair, I'm a pad player. My thumb is always on the... Yeah.
I thought you were.
I was one of you. I missed them times. I literally, like, I've had a hitbox for about 3 weeks. And I can play cross Tekken to an extent. I'm still not as... I can't really get the Brian link from the overhead. That's taken me a while to get. But
You'll get it.
I need to. I need that overhead in my life. I don't think I'll start playing cross Tekken until I get that. Like,
I know you will. So I have faith in you.
It's a necessity. I have to. I have no choice. I won't go online until I get you.
9th place player has just said he has faith. Like, dude, if he says you can do it, you can do it, innit? Like, I'm sorry. Like,
I need more prayer. I need to believe in myself.
This is If you ask anyone from Evo who saw me, who met me or anything, they will tell you I am the happiest fighting game player you will ever meet. Because I am always, when I'm playing, I'm having fun. I'm not just playing to win, I'm having fun.
Oh.
You know, even when I was losing to players, I was so excited. I was playing against the Japanese player, Mov, M-O-V.
Yep.
And me and him, he couldn't speak English and I couldn't speak Japanese, but we were so hyped for each other when we were playing. Like, whenever I got my Hunting Hawk combos with Warren, I would put up my arms like a snake, like look at him, and I would do like just matching up the moves. And he would look at me and he'd start laughing. And he'd be like, then he would get like the Kami like long heavy punch links, right?
Yeah.
And he would just look at me and he'd be like, Spiral L.
No way! He jumped them
Yeah.
off you. The Spiral L. No way.
Then, like, when someone landed a super, we almost hugged each other. It was hilarious.
Oh my God.
We were sitting there rocking in our seats, laughing, and just having a grand old time.
Fighting games bring in
the way
people from all nationalities together, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's the same mentality I have. Like, do you know what? I have no problem losing to someone that is better. Because it shows that the person either has more experience or they put more time in. They are better than me. And dude, I can take that loss and be happy because I know that I tried my best and I lost to someone that was better than me. Like, dude, I'm all about, like, enjoying the game. When I enter a tournament, when I'm playing someone, I just love playing the game itself. That's why I can approach any person, any opponent, and have the mentality of styling. Man, I want to enjoy myself.
You are so foreign to me, bruv. Like, I'm gonna have to do another podcast because I can't think like that. If I lose to someone, I get mad.
You want to be a winner.
I play to win. Competitive. It's a competitive game. I play to win. Like, and this Vegeta complex.
Play to win. I don't play to lose.
Listen to this, guys. Listen to this.
Yeah.
It is a competitive game, but we wouldn't play it if we weren't having fun.
That's true. That is true. I think this is what Mace fails to understand. Like, because Mace enjoys playing the game. Check this, yeah? Because obviously, I would say Mace is sort of my mentor in Marvel, but I sort of have to drop him because he has no respect. He's very disrespectful. Like, in a sense that, okay, I'll be playing him let's say we're playing a set, yeah? He will beat me 30 straight games and I'll win 5. And he's upset because he lost 5.
Yeah.
But,
I'm mad, bro. I'm there shaking my head like it's going to fall off.
Face palm, dude. Face palm, like, how did I lose these 5 games? Like, dude, what the fuck?
Bro, like, if someone's power level isn't above mine, if they're not over 9,000 and I lose, I'm mad at myself. Not at the person or the game. I'm mad at myself. And it's like, why did I lose?
That I can understand. You know, you have to take a second. What did I do wrong? What did I miss? You know, like when I was playing Mov, I'll be fair. I lost because I missed a cancel. One cancel. That's the only reason I lost to Mov. And I was a little upset, but I told myself, hey man, it's in the past. Time to get over it, move on to the next fight.
See, fair enough. That is fair enough. Mace's approach is he actually gets salty when he's winning. Yeah, I will never understand it. It's like, how did I lose those 5 games? Fuck's sake. It's like, dude, how could you be that angry?
And I don't understand how everyone else is like that. To me, it's like, obviously you was right about, I wouldn't play fighting games if I didn't think it was fun. But the fun in, for example, Marvel for me, is playing Iron Fist. Because I like Iron Fist. Like, that is my enjoyability. If I lose with Iron Fist, it's like, well, it's Iron Fist. Like, the game is not giving me an advantage. It is a real life option select. And it's a good one because it's like, the game's not designed for Iron Fist to beat Magneto, for example. The game is not designed that way. Iron Fist should not be beating pretty much anyone, bar probably Asenko and level 1 Frank. He shouldn't be beating anyone. Like, it's all against me. So when I win, it makes me happy. And if I lose Iron Fist, then fair enough. But in general, if I think I'm better than the player and I lose, it doesn't matter if I beat him 100 times before that. It's like, why did I lose that game? I failed.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that hurts. Because all the time I put into the game not saying anyone's a scrub, but to lose to someone who's not better than me, it's like, why is this happening? It's like a paradox, mate. It doesn't make sense to me, and it makes me mad.
You know, CT, he's got a point. CT, Mace has a point. Let me. But him getting mad at himself for losing to a weaker player is him trying to understand what is wrong with his gameplay that a weaker player was able to beat him. And that's okay, because that lets him analyze, okay, what do I need to do differently next time that this weaker player has no hope in hell of getting past me? You know, and that's fine. It's a form of self-reflection. It lets you think about what you need to step up, what you need to change, where you went wrong, how to avoid getting into that situation again, and, you know, just general little thoughts like that. I had a guy, when I played Marvel a lot, I had a guy in my community. He would beat me like 20 straight games, all right? And this was back before I developed my happiness mentality. I would get so mad at myself. I'd have no idea why I'm losing to him, you know? And this is when he was playing Zero. He was playing Zero, Doom, and Strider a lot, because this was before the team was really strong, or was at least known to be really strong. And I'm just thinking to myself, what am I not doing right? You know, why am I losing to this? You know, we used to go back and forth. Now he's 20 games ahead of me. What the fuck? And he would just explain to me little things like, you know, you fall into these patterns, you don't do this, you need to kill Zero right away, and blah, 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 and stuff like that. And, you know.
I don't know if it sounds like it's a Marvel thing, to be fair.
But let me finish. When he did lose to me, like whenever I did get my wins, you could see it in his face. He was frustrated. He was like, this little bastard, he's beating me. And on top of that, he's Asian, so of course he's going to be mad.
Asian execution! Oh no!
He's got Asian execution, so whenever I beat him, it was like, you motherfucker.
Racist!
Yeah, my friend, my other friend, they're actually brothers. They're both Asian brothers that play together. And one of them told me, shout out to Daniel, because he's the friend I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He told me that in our group of fighting game players, everyone hates losing against me.
Wow.
And
Against you.
I don't understand why. I'm always helpful with people. I'm always trying to be nice and polite. I used to have a really bad time of boasting when I did win. And ever since then, I tried to knock it off. I would just sit there silently and be like, yeah, I did good. And then they would look at me and it's like, don't fucking say anything. And I'm like, I wasn't going to.
Wow. You know,
like, man, don't even talk to me, fucking. And he would get up and like leave the room or step outside, and I just sit there like, I didn't even do anything that time. I didn't say anything mean. I wasn't.
Your face, it's on your face. Like,
I was just
to hurt me. Like you're in a game with someone.
What, is it wrong of me to be happy that I succeeded?
No. You know what? I've adopted your methodology, but in a sense, it's a little different because I'm more real with it in the sense that I'm happy. I'm like, okay. Say I'm playing someone like Mace, and he does a combo that I think is nice. I'll be like, oh, that was nice, you fucking dickhead. Like, I obviously I respect the combo, but I'm getting comboed. I'm not happy about it.
And it's looking pretty.
Because it looks good, you know what I mean? So like, I do respect it, but shit, why is it happening to me? Like, could I be seeing this on stream? Why does it have to be like right in my face when I'm getting destroyed? It's the same sort of thing. Like, I think the difference between me and you is I don't think I'm as happy. Like I'm enjoying the game, but I'm not happy because I can't be happy. But no, do you know what it is? I would be happy losing if I was providing a challenge to my opponent. I think Mace is too good at compared to me, Mace is too good at Marvel. So when
in general,
calm down. I know I am not giving him a challenge, and that's what bothers me. That's why I'm unhappy when I'm playing him because I know he's not sweating. Like, so when I beat him, I understand why he's pissed off, because I really shouldn't be beating him. But it's a case of, like, I can't be happy losing to him, knowing that the reason why I'm losing is because I can't get my shit together. I keep dropping combos. I'm not blocking when I know how to block. Like, for example, he will do one of his setups, one of his mix-ups, that I know how to block, but I don't block it. Like, why? My hit confirms, things like that. If I fuck those things up, when I play the match, I can't be happy because I know I'm losing to myself rather than Mace. And that's what hurts me.
That's the only time I ever get upset is when I know that I didn't lose to the opponent, I lost to myself.
Yeah. You know? And that's what I hate most of all.
I want to give a shout out to DBZ right now because what you were saying about all your friends not liking you because of like the boasting and stuff. DBZ, like, from day one, well, actually not even day one, he brought me to the Trish game. Like, I played Trish basically because of him. I found out how frustrating and annoying it was, and it was like, you know what? Instead of me feeling this, I'm going to inflict this annoyance on other people. And that's what I did. But when I play him, like, at first I thought he was like a guardian. Like, he just beat good players, but he lost the scrubs. And that's when I see him play, he crumbles against people that aren't good. But against good players, he plays really good. And then I sort of realised I call him he doesn't even know this, I call him the carpet detector. Because he finds flaws in my gameplay. And I don't understand why he can do it and no one else does. He will pick it up. Like, the second time I attempt a mix-up or something, he knows what to do. Like, he always finds the flaws in my game plan. He knows when I'm going to jump because he always air grabs me. Like, I want to air grab him, bro. I want to give him that Wesker, like, dash in the ground and OTG him, but I can't. He's a kid. But yeah, shout out to him. But yeah, stuff like that frustrates me because I know it's me. There's something I'm doing wrong. Like, I'm not taking anything away from anyone who does beat me, but when you do something and you realize that it wasn't a good move, it's like, why did I not see this before? Like, if you know what I mean. Like, it is a Vegeta complex. I just want to be the best. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
like,
do you know what it is? It's definitely a Squidward vibe. You're just a hater.
I don't hate on people, though. I can, you know what? To be fair, in Cross Tekken, I never felt that. Never felt that. When I lost on Cross Tekken, I knew it's because I wasn't good enough. It wasn't because, I shouldn't have fell for that, or, I should have seen that coming.
That's because that's how the game is. Like, you can, like, with Marvel, because it's based on team synergy and complete bullshit, like, if someone has some new technique, alright, this is a perfect example. Kusaru, when he came to final round 13, everyone got bodied because no one could handle the triple jump assist. No one knew what the hell was going on. And it's something so simple, like, literally that can't work now. But because no one had seen it before, and my guy, like, Kusuru was using Beautiful Joe, I think it was Rocket Raccoon, and Frank West.
Yeah.
That team is, I mean, it sounds...
I thought he was also using Amaterasu.
Amaterasu? Was he? Was he Amaterasu?
It was Team Tiny. That's what it was, so...
Yeah, but he only had those three characters. I don't ever remember him using Amaterasu in that final round.
Well, if he never did, then I guess not, then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but what's it called? Like, literally, everyone got blown up. Yipes got blown up. F-Trap got blown up. Yeah. No one knew what was going on. No one understood that, like, my God, like, when F-Trap got caught by that, the invincible roll.
Oh, the Phoenix
the level 3 air special. Yeah. Like, when she turned Phoenix. Like, F-Trap was literally, he was shocked. It's like, what?
Yeah, I remember Ultra David blew up, bro. He was like,
oh my
he went
God.
mad.
No, dude, those are the guys. That is why I love Marvel. Because Marvel is ever changing, ever evolving. There's no way you cannot be surprised when watching it.
Yeah, no,
like, there's always going to be things you haven't seen.
You know, that's the best thing about going back to topic, the best thing about the Cross Tekken community, like online, it's like, how Marvel is like the creative side, like there's hardly any limits in Marvel. Your mind is the limit. There's no, you can't do this in Marvel. There's normally something, or some sort of technique or character, that you can get round certain stuff in Marvel. Like, I believe probably everyone, bar a few, can one-touch kill with the right assist. Like, everyone can do it. It just takes someone's creativity to find it. And I think Cross Tekken has got the balance just right, where it's not stupid or it's not too easy. Like, there's one-touch kills in Cross Tekken. Like, with, when you do the crossover team thing, when both of the characters are at. If you've got two human players, you can one-touch kill people. But it's not stupid easy.
You have to be on point the entire time.
Exactly, and you have to have the synergy
not just
with
you,
a player.
It means
has to be on point.
Your teammate.
You have to have that synergy with the person, because when you do when you call them out, they've got to be ready. They've got to know when they've got to throw their attack. You've got to run. It's like doing like a routine. You've got to run the drill over and over again, because if one of you's messed it up, it will ruin the whole game. You've wasted all your bars, and you might get punished for it. So you both have to like be on point. And
I actually saw this really scary team, but what they did was they had Heihachi and Dulcim, right? So what they did was
it a headbutt?
Heihachi, it was the headbutt set up. Yeah, Heihachi started charging up the invincible headbutt while the dude was comboing him with Dulcim. So what happened is that he intentionally broke the combo just so Heihachi could hit the dude with the invincible headbutt. and broke through his guard and everything. Then the other guy
So genius.
hit him with his not fireball, but
Yoga Catastrophe, innit?
yeah, Yoga Catastrophe. And then the other dude, because he was considered airborne, and that was a comboable airborne state, he hit him with Heihachi and finished the combo.
Dead.
No way.
It's the creativity in Cross Tekken is definitely. I think there's so much more room, and it is the online community that's finding it.
Yeah. See, do you know what? I wanted to say this before because I never really got a chance to speak about how I felt about the because I think you must have asked Flashkick about the difference between the online community and offline community.
Yeah.
And obviously, I think what's this called? Flashkick obviously prefers the online community because it is, well, with regards to Cross Tekken, it is very strong. But I mean, for me, I honestly believe the offline community is better purely because, like, having the offline experience, meeting the person you're playing, I think is so much more rewarding than playing someone online, because you don't get to meet this person, you don't get to speak to this person, you don't get to know this person. Like, being able, I mean, obviously you can have conversations with them in forums, but actually talking to someone face to face, it's more personal, it's more, I don't know, I enjoy being able to beat someone and seeing the sore on their face.
Physically talking to people.
Yeah, definitely. I think the socializing aspect of it is definitely really important. I think that's what's good for the community, and it stops people from being bedroom warriors. I mean, it promotes human contact. Like, I feel like the online community may just be, actually, you know, I don't want to offend anyone. I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to stop. But that's my opinion. I feel like offline community is a lot better because of the socializing aspect.
I'll have to wrap it up, bruv, because it's like...
we've been talking for so long.
But I've got one more thing.
I've been doing this way too much.
One more thing to touch upon the topic. Going to 40%. Oh, go on.
Before you do, I actually have a link. I was told that we are allowed to show the picture. So
Yeah.
This is the cover for the Beast Fury fighting game.
Bunch of girls that I didn't pick up.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can't see it at the moment. You look at it. I'll ask the question, then I'll go look at it afterwards.
Dude, hey, I'm seeing a Balrog horse. That's fucking sick. No way.
Wait.
No, this is literally, it's a horse that is a boxer. I'm sure it's a horse. Is that a horse?
That is a horse.
I was right.
I've never seen a horse in a fighting game.
Neither have I. I haven't.
40%. This is like the last question I'm going to ask.
All right.
How do you feel about arrogance amongst the communities? Obviously, with like Cross Tekken.
Yeah. Good question.
Do you feel that it's due to the arrogance of the offline players that they never got good at Cross Tekken?
Probably. The way the offline community approached it is that they thought they could carry over every single thing they learned in Marvel and Street Fighter and Tekken into Cross Tekken and be good. When they got blown up by people who were actually playing the game, they either shat on it, gave up on it, or just otherwise ignore it whenever it's brought up.
Awesome.
You know? No. And as far as arrogance goes in Cross Tekken, I think Cross Tekken players are some of the nicest, friendliest people you will ever meet. Because I've met Cool Kid in real life. He's an amazing person. I would definitely sit down and go to a strip bar with him or something. You know?
Of all the places.
Titty bar, man! A titty bar!
Mm-hmm. And I've got friends who live up in Detroit, Michigan. Seth is an amazing person. He's really nice. He kind of has a weird mentality that I'm not going to get into. That's for another time.
Oh.
I've got my friend and fellow teammate, SRM Stevo. He just went to, what is it? The one that just went by. It was the weekend one. I can't remember.
Oh,
Summer Jam. Yeah, he just went to Summer Jam and placed third place. He beat Santhrax.
Wow.
And I don't know if... I think he lost to Chris G. But he beat some really strong players in Cross Tekken.
That's a hit.
Shout outs to Stevo. Then you look at Tampa Bison. He was the offline player, but he trained an online player, Knuckledew, to be crazy good.
He is. I've seen him. I haven't seen him in Cross Tekken though. I haven't. I've seen him in Street Fighter 4. I've not seen him much in Cross Tekken though.
Well, he actually won Summer Jam, so.
I should have seen him then.
Yeah.
I should have seen him. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Also, did you know he's only like 15 or 16 or something.
He is mad young. I remember that. He is.
We actually we played at final round actually. So.
Who does he use again?
He uses Guile and Zangief.
So he actually uses Guile because I know he plays Guile in Street Fighter 4.
Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, he does play Guile and Zangief.
Most Guile players don't play Guile in Cross Tekken, where I think he's better. But that's...
I know.
I don't know.
That's just what it is. So, but I met him, I played him, I lost to him, unfortunately. But he was the nicest kid ever, you know. I lost, it was such a crushing defeat, I was so sad, but I still gave that guy a hug, you know. And he was just like, that's alright, man. It happens to the best of us. Because, like, I missed one thing that could have won me the match. Because I got a team super going and got a combo.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize I could use my super while the meter was going down. So I finished the combo like normal. And he got away and turned the whole match around. And it made me so sad.
We're definitely going to have to do I know we talked a lot about the Cross Tekken side of online ranking and the community and stuff anyway, but I definitely want to get people from the Facebook group.
Alright. If I can make some suggestions.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to talk to Carstorm Saki about the game. I want you to talk to...
Are you writing this down?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Let me double check the name so I don't mess up anything. So Carstorm Saki for sure, because he's like the biggest stream online community. He's like Cross Tekken's unofficial manager, I want to say. Alright? Talk to him.
He's the manager of the Defense Force, the Cross Tekken
Will
Defense
these guys
Force.
be as nice as you, though? Because, I mean, I was...
Will he be as nice as me? I'm not sure.
We'll find out when he's on. If you want
I want you to talk to Rion Treckle Edens, because he's the player Young Ice from the PlayStation Network.
Yep,
So,
I know him.
talk to
I know him. Yeah.
Let's see. I think it's Clifford Redline Russell. That's WLA Cool Kid.
Okay.
And I want to find Zombie Driver real quick, because I know he's on here. Let's see. Where's he hiding? I know he's in here. Give me just a hot second. I know I'm eating up your precious time. I don't want to. I don't want to keep you too long.
You know what it is? Like, editing the podcast is a bitch. Like, trust me. Especially when it's long. But I'm not doing it anymore. Yeah.
Yep, it's me. I'm lumbered with that. But it's all good. It's all good. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Like,
yeah, no, this has been a really good... I think this is our first actual podcast.
Topic podcast, yeah. Definitely a topic one. So, obviously, we'll have to think of some others. But yeah, who's that? Who else you want on?
I guess the last person would be my friend Stevo. His Facebook is just, it's only one Stevo. Like, that's literally how he spells it for his Facebook. Here, let me link it. Let me link the name so you can at least see.
No problem. What I'll do is, I'll leave a post, obviously, in the Facebook group. Get them
and
on.
then tag those people.
Yeah, I'll tag these
people.
people.
Tag Saki, tag Clifford. You know, tag all of them. Be like, hey, you want to talk about Cross Tekken or whatever? And, you know, you can get their opinions. Ask them the same questions if you want. Ask them different questions. Have them participate in an hour-long drinking contest. Whatever you got to do. It's your podcast.
Dude, I need this game now.
You catch up.
I have to be a part of this. I can't not. No way.
Yeah, I'll definitely. I want to do that tomorrow because it's mad late over here. Obviously.
It's almost 4 o'clock.
3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I'll do that and shout out to Darkos. I'll get you on there as well because he.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he
wants to be on there.
Join. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Before I go,
it's been awesome chatting to you. Seriously.
Definitely.
Before I go,
one of the nicest guys I've spoken to from the fighting game community. I'll tell you that much. I would love to body you.
I would love to play. I would love to play. But before I go, my boss just sent me a picture. You know how they just cast Ben Affleck in the new Batman movie or whatever, right?
Yeah. What the fuck is that?
I did not know that. This is fresh information to me.
No, literally. It was it's all over Facebook. For me.
So he sent me a picture showing the main character from our fighting game punching a stick figure with the name Ben Affleck. I want to show it to you guys real quick before I go. Let's see, where's it at? URST.
Listen, dude.
Here we go.
Let's see this. Yeah. And if anyone else wants to see it, you're gonna have to like Mash and Pad Facebook group. Shameless plug.
No, I can't wait to play your game.
One more shameless plug. One more shameless plug.
Yeah, no,
look up Odds and Atrocities on YouTube because that's my YouTube channel. I post anything video game related there, and
It's
mostly cross tech.
subscribing right now.
Yeah, no, send us a link and we'll link it in our Facebook group.
Yeah, as in, like, send a link on Slack.
Come on, YouTube, open faster.
Vincent.
Yeah, any more shout-outs you want to do? 40%?
Shout out to the Beast Fury game. Shout outs to Ryan Stevens, the game's idea, basically the person who came up with the idea for the game.
The think tank.
Shout outs to Ben Halstead, who's our animator, who does all this awesome work. Shout out to Marco, who's our programmer. Shout out to Zach, who's the music guy. They all know
the whole team. The whole
Yeah.
Shout outs to everybody, you know?
Yeah.
Shout outs to all the people who support the game. Shout outs to Matt Sean Pad for having me.
Yeah!
Oh, yes.
Didn't expect that one. Mad happy.
All right, gentlemen.
Very much.
Yeah, well,
All right.
Thanks a lot, man. Much
Here's,
appreciated.
Yeah, it's been awesome talking to you. You're a cool guy. Hey, I'm not above going to the strip bar, man. When I come out to America, yo, well, let's do this shit, man.
Hey, if the game becomes really popular, I'll get on my private jet and I'll come out to you guys and we'll just all have a great night.
The stage. I mean, we are black, so I don't know whether you, if you're...
I'm not racist, so.
Oh, that's all good, that's all good.
And apparently I'm not really black. That's alright. That's just an illusion. But yeah, when your game comes out, I will be the best at it. Just saying. Because I'm all about the animals.
Acting, man.
Yeah, did you know Maximilian from his channel, he actually told us, hey, if when the game's ready, you want me to put it on the channel and show it off? And we were like, yeah, man, totally. Fucking have Maximilian play our game. That's awesome.
That is probably one of the most, best promotional tools you could use.
I know.
Oh, Maximilian, yeah, definitely.
He's the coolest guy ever. And,
Shout out to Max. I don't know you, but...
I don't know him. I don't know you. I just know that he does those Marvel fucking videos.
Yeah, he does everything.
With his dog that looks like Amaterasu.
That dog is scary.
Yeah.
that stuff is scary, but... Anyway.
All right, guys. I'm going to let y'all go now because I know it's early in the morning for y'all, so...
Yeah, definitely, man. Thanks very much. I learned some stuff, and I'm definitely going to whack on Cross Tekken in a bit. Well, when I wake up.
I need this game now.
Yeah, you need to hit Game Exchange or something. But yeah, let's say our farewells. We need to come up with some sort of see you later catchphrase thing.
Fuck off. Just
Hey, hang on. He's onto something here.
All right.
I'm trying to think of a game, a character wing quote or something, but I can't think of one. I'm not going to say no guile stuff. I want to think of a funny one.
It should have been a fight to the death.
No! Alright then. You know what? I'm going to use the Bison one. For everyone else, this was a podcast, but for me, it was a Tuesday. Let's go.
No, but you didn't do it properly. You didn't do it with a bison.
Yeah, I know. It's 'cause I just come up with it.
Weak.
Next time. No, I can't do it twice. That's
All
not...
right. Hang on. Here's one. Whether you mash on stick or you mash on pad, stay salty, everyone.
Oh my god. Oh, we're going to have to copyright. If you copyright that, I will buy off of you.
Dude,
No, it's free. It's free reign. Public domain.
Oh my god.
That is...
Dude, you're fucking awesome. You're fucking awesome.
That's too much. You know what? This is one of them situations where someone's beat me at Marvel and I'm I'm better than you. It's Mash and Pad is my idea, but you come up with the best catchphrase for it. I'm actually really mad.
I'm better than you are, fam. What's that about? No, wait. With your shitty and bison quote.
I am so mad. And it's because of my name, bro. C4IQ. How can I not think of that?
Mr. Explosive Intelligence.
I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm not even gonna say bye. You two can say see you later. I'm just gonna keep quiet.
No, dude.
This has been 40% Flashkick. Thank you for having me.
Anytime,
man. Gotta do this again. Oh, I'm just seeing this picture. Ben Affleck got destroyed. What joke?
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
See you later.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye in the webs.